Wellcome has committed to spend £16 billion across 10 years. And we are calling on you, researchers on the continent, to come spend that money to invest in the areas and embedded in the contexts that are facing these health challenges.
I think you only need to be here for the last 2 days to realize that there is innovation all over the place in Africa. However, it's in pockets, it's in silos. So the whole idea behind this meeting is to get young entrepreneurs together with funders and start building ecosystems. Because until we start building ecosystems, working horizontally between countries, we're not really going to create sustainable livelihoods and businesses for people in Africa. This is the first meeting of its kind, getting ecosystems from different countries all over Africa together.
You need the entrepreneurs, you need the funders, you need the university because they bring the important research. So all solutions are informed by data, and then we can solve all the problems.
In Africa today, every year for a decade, we've been seeing scientists doing amazing work in the lab, but when going to the market, we get stuck. Unfortunately, knowledge that doesn't move does not create economic growth, does not create general system where everyone can grow together and prosper. So actually what we are doing at Open Startup is creating the next generation of scientists that are creating the next jobs, that are solving the problem of the continent using technology that is being developed locally. And we are trying to do this really connecting the north of Africa up to Cape Town here, making sure that there is a corridor where science is on the move, where the science is out of the lab, out of the university, not only being cited, but really being used to develop products, services for a better society.
I'm Dele Olojede. We just finished a panel that was exploring how ideas go from the mind into the lab and out in the real world. And how do those ideas get funded and by whom? This is a very powerful way to show our young entrepreneurs how to start their journeys or to accelerate their journeys. And all of this matter because these are the things that will make Africa progress.
So our startup is called Nanoband. Nanoband was designed to solve the issue of chronic wounds. Being at Sweat Africa was quite enlightening. I learned a lot today and yesterday, and I got to learn also what other people are doing in their companies, and I got to see what opportunities are out there for funding and what is required and how do you position yourself as a startup to be eligible for funding opportunities.
It is important to be part of an ecosystem, to have a support system, an infrastructure, guidance, feedback, encouragement. You also need people to tell you when you're wrong, with some compassion and some genuine concern and sincerity for you. But it's so valuable to be able to have real conversations about, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right path? Should I be thinking about this a different way? You do need people to tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear.
Dumelang, my business is called Art of Speech. I came through the business incubator last year. Today, I am in Sweat Africa, and this event has been mind-blowing. I've gained experience, I've gained knowledge. It's been so eye-opening to grow my network. If you are a startup founder looking to take your business to the next level, join Sweat Africa in 2027.
2 days of incredible mix and match. Just to get ideas over around 150 startups, 50 big investors, dozens of very large foundations, just talking together. We get over 100 students, postgraduate students from all the top universities in South Africa coming together and really packing session and asking, how can I learn how to move ideas from the classroom, from the lab to business. So all this energy come together will make a big difference in South Africa and Africa. I think one thing that we're gonna do is to follow the output. From that, we know that we had over 15 billion rands of money being represented in the investors. We're gonna see how many of them find deals, how many of them build the ecosystem, and we're gonna continue. So we're already preparing for the next year big event, but more important than that, we're gonna do dozens of smaller events across the top universities in South Africa. I'm very positive. I think that South Africa turned a corner, and the startup movement is gonna be the one that moves South Africa to the next level of development.